What's up, guys? Your boy again, Tights here with another video, and today, guys, I'm gonna be looking at the Windwalker, just abilities, like I did with the Mistweaver, and we're just gonna take a look in what their abilities are, you know, the damage, how they're gonna be looking. All right, so let's get into it. All right, let's get off the little meditating cloud real quick. All right, so first off, you want to be in the stance of Fierce Tiger. That's pretty much the only stance you have as a Windwalker. And then your two buffs are Legacy of the White Tiger, which is increases your critical strike chance by 5% of like all raid party members. And then you have Legacy of the Emperor. You pretty much increase your strength, agility, and intellect by 5%. And you got both of those on, and they're in the top right corner, of course. And then now the first ability, because as a Windwalker, it's like a rogue. You have to generate like combo points, I guess you can say, to use other abilities. And so to generate chi, the first ability you have is Jab, which does around like 7k 6k damage, like that. And you see it gains 2 chi per jab. And then once you do that, you can use other abilities like Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick, Fist of Fury, Spinning Crane Kick, all kind of stuff like that. But the ability you have to start with any rotation is Jab, because that's what generates chi, and you have to use chi to use all your other abilities. So next ability up is Tiger Palm. It costs 1 chi, and it does 8,571 damage, in between to like 13,073. It also grants your Tiger Power, causing your attacks to ignore 5% of the enemy's armor for 20 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. So that's what that looks like, and it stacks right here. You ignore 10% of your enemy's ability, so you have to use Jab again to get some more chi, use it again, and that's 3%. So the most in total, your attacks ignore 50% of your enemy's armor. So you want to get that up the highest, or you want to get 3 stacks of that first before you use any other abilities, because then you'll do more damage. So let's get some more chi, and the next ability we have here, guys, is Rising Sun Kick, which does a lot of damage if it actually hit. But your kick does 41,143 damage, in between to 62,754 damage, and applies more wounds to the target, which does it reduces the effectiveness of healing received to the enemy by 10 seconds. So it pretty much reduces any healing they get by any other character or any other mob, pretty much, which is really effective. Alright, so let's get some more, let's get that 3 stacks of Tiger Power. Our next ability, guys, is called Blackout Kick. It's a kick with a blast of chi energy dealing 22,857 to 34,863. And if you do this kick behind the target, you do an additional 20% damage over 4 seconds. If you're in front of the target, you are instantly healed for 20% of the damage done. So it's however you want to do it. Like when I'm leveling, I usually use paralysis, which it locks up their muscles so they can't move for 30 seconds. So I use that. Of course, it's immune to it, and then they can't move. Go behind it. Of course, I have chi ready, and then Blackout Kick like this, so it does double the damage. So that's what I usually do when I'm questing in mobs or anything like that. And of course, if you're raiding, you're behind the target, it's going to do 20% more damage. So that's fantastic. Next ability we have up, guys, is called Fist of Fury. You do a lot of punching it's a channeled ability for 4 seconds, and you do 4,285 damage to 21,789 damage every 1 second for a total of 4 seconds. And of course, if there's more targets, it does them to like all the targets in front of you. Like as you can see, these might be too far spread apart, but I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Yeah, see, so it does both of them. And it's shot for 4 seconds, and the crits too. I think the most I've had a crit is like 22k so far. So it does a lot of damage. It's a good AoE ability. Okay, next ability, guys, is the one you guys already seen, the Spinning Crane Kick. You see in many videos. It does 4,542 to 6,929 damage to all nearby enemies for every 1 second within 8 yards. Movement speed is reduced by 30%. Generates 1 chi if it hits at least 3 targets. So if you hit at least 3 targets, that can generate chi. But the easiest way to generate chi is just using your jab. That generates 2 chi automatically. Next ability, guys, is my favorite. It's called Touch of Death. You can exploit the enemy's target weakness point, instantly killing them. Only usable on non-player targets who have equal or less than health than you. So you can't use it on, like, if I was PvPing against like this druid here, I couldn't use it on him. But it does a lot of damage. It does however much health you have. So right now I have 206k health, so it's gonna do Okay, invalid target. Let's try it on one of these bad boys. Bam. 206k, 545 damage. 206k damage. So you pretty much can one hit any mob while you're questing. And the cooldown on that is 1.5 minutes. So that's not too bad. Next ability up, guys, is Spitting Fire Blossom. Deals 8,125 damage to all the first enemy target in front of you within 50 yards. Alright, so let me generate some chi so I can use that ability. And let's back up here since it's a range ability, and it looks like this. You fire bombs like that, it hits it, and when it hits, it automatically roots that person for, I believe, let's see, roots it for 2 seconds. So what I like to do, I like to chain that. So I like to use that ability, and then I like to use Crackling J Lightning, which does 43,582 nature damage over 5.69 seconds. And when dealing damage, you have 50% chance to generate 1 chi. So while I use my Fire Blossom, it roots them, and I can use this, the Crackling Jade, Crackling Jade Lightning, and then as soon as they get close again, it says moving up, I re-root them and then reuse the Jade Lightning. So you could really just chain those two. I've killed, like, you could really just kite enemies like that. It's really easy and it's really simple. Alright, next ability, guys, we have Disable, which removes your target's movement speed by 50%. The duration of this Disable will be refreshed if the target remains 10 yards within me. So if I'm fighting him and I'm staying close to him, like I'm staying on him like this, then the duration just stays. So he will constantly not be able to move fast at all. So he'll be at 50% reduced speed as long as I stay within 10 yards of him. So that's going to be a great move for PvP, guys. Really great. Next move is Touch of Karma. Now, all damage I take is redirected to the enemy target for 6 seconds instead of you. Damage cannot exceed your total health. So all the damage they do to me, it automatically does back to them, all the way up to 206k damage. So as long as if they do over 206k damage to me, then the rest it pretty much goes away and I take the damage again, which is a great ability if you're like falling low on health. Next ability, guys, is called Fortifying Brew. Turn your skin to stone, increasing your health by 20% and reducing damage taken by 20%. That's more of a tanking ability, I would say, like a Brewmaster, but it does come in handy when you're questing, as well as in like dungeons or raids when you're falling low. Next ability, guys, is one that you have to use as Windwalker. It's really good. All right, let me get some more Tiger Eye Brew real quick. It has up to 10 stacks, and what Tiger Eye Brew does, it increases your damage by 2% per stack. And it lasts for 15 seconds. So you can have up to 10 stacks, I believe. I believe that's the most you have is 10. So let me get 10 stacks. Okay, I have 10 stacks now. So as soon as I use it, bam. So now I increased my damage done by 20%. 20%, look at that. 110k damage for that spinning or rising sun kick right there. Crit. So always when you use your Tiger's Eye Brew, that really can help you do so much more damage. A lot of monks don't even know this. When I was talking to a couple other monks, I was asking for just simple rotations, how they like the class, and a lot of monks didn't know about the Tiger Eye Brew to increase their damage. So that's really good. Alright, guys, so those are like the pretty much main abilities for Windwalker and what they use while questing, dungeons, all that kind of stuff. Tell me what you think about in the comments below. You think monks are going to be, you know, very good in PvE wise, PvP wise. Let me know in the comments below if you like the moves, how much damage you did think they're going to be doing. Think they'd be the really bursty class. You know, tell me what you think below tell me what you think in the comments below, guys. Anyways, it's been Galarn, Team Afro, and see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys, later.